What's up everyone, OJ here and welcome back to another Astral Chain video. We've got a ton of stuff to go over because it is Astral Chain month here on the channel. We're going to be having a bunch of videos and of course promotions, as you've already seen, surrounding Astral Chain. So let's go ahead and get into the first one here, and I want to officially announce our Astral Chain digital worldwide giveaway. We will be giving away one copy of Astral Chain digitally before the game drops. A week before the game drops, we will be giving that away. All you got to do to enter is subscribe to the channel, and also make sure you follow me on Twitter for the latest updates on the promotion. I will be having a Twitter post there as well. If you're a YouTube member, or if you're YouTube member up, you will be 3 times more likely to win Astral Chain digitally when it comes down to it. So you have a 3 times more of a chance, and I will be talking about the promotion and everything in the live streams. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, and of course follow me on Twitter for all of the latest and the best chance to win a copy of Astral Chain. This is worldwide, so it is going to be a US copy of the game, and if you live somewhere else, all you need to do is just have a US account in order to play the game, and bam, you'll have it right there, because the Nintendo Switch is region free. So that's awesome that we can do stuff like that, and I'm really excited to be doing this Astral Chain giveaway on the channel. Now let's go ahead and move into the first topics when it comes to Astral Chain, because I haven't talked about a lot of this stuff here. So we're detailing Astral Chain's Unchained mode. So there is going to be different difficulty modes in Astral Chain to make the game easier and even to make the game harder. And now we have some more insight on the Unchained mode. So when it's turned on, players can completely customize all sorts of actions that can be automated. These include attacks, dodging, lock-on, weapon charges, super armor, counterattacks, items, legions, skills, style changes, sync attacks, Lappy's support abilities. This is the dog mascot cop in the mascot suit, the English name we don't know about just yet. And there's going to be more as well. Now, each one of these actions can be set individually. This is also one of the first times we have heard about Lappy in any type of way when it comes to support. I'm just used to that dog picking up trash or whatever the case is. So that's cool that it's going to have a completely customizable difficulty mode. And I think that they named it correctly, Unchained, right? Because you're unchaining all of this different stuff and you can customize it yourself. But there's also something else that I remember from this. I think it's like Xenoblade Chronicles 2 that added pretty much sliders on everything when it comes to the combat and all of that, and you can customize it all the way down to your liking. So I do feel that this is a good idea for people who do want to have a little bit more of an easier experience, but maybe they're okay in some areas, but there's other areas that they're not quite so good, so they want to kind of balance it a little bit more for their own enjoyment. So I have no problems with this Unchained mode. I think that it's a good idea to add it in, just like I thought that it was a good idea to add it in for Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I know I'm not going to be doing all this because I never mess with those type of like sliders when it comes to enemies and when it comes to your attacks and all that. Never been a huge fan of doing that, but I know that there's other people that do like to mess around with that, and the more options available for players in a game like Astral Chain, definitely better when it comes to this style of game. So what do you guys think about the Unchained mode on Astral Chain? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. But now we are moving on to the next topic here, and Platinum Games has recently talked about Astral Chain's music. There was also some samples shared as well, which you guys will have full access to listen to that in the comment section below. But let's go ahead and get into just the beginning part of this post, because it is a very long post. There's kind of like a lot of different stuff that's kind of thrown into that's a little bit difficult, but I'll do my best to kind of go through it. So, hi again. This is Astral Chain lead composer Satoshi Iragashi. As I mentioned on last week's dev blog, I wrote and produced most of Astral Chain's background music and handled its overall technical implementation too. Last week, I told you a bit about the vocal music featured in Astral Chain, so this time around, I'd like to go over our process for composing background music. I'll also be sharing some clips of songs straight from the soundtrack, so get ready to listen. In addition to myself, two other platinum composers worked on the score for this game, Naofumi Harada and Hitomi Kurokawa. We had some outside help too from Masahiro Oki of Vivix and Satoshi Setsune, who primarily worked on music for the cutscenes. They also detailed 3 genres. At its core, the music in Astral Chain is made up of elements from 3 genres: metal, electronic, and orchestral music. Each of these genres play a distinct role in matching the music to the mood of the scene. Picture them on a chart like this. And on the chart, as you go right towards more dramatic scenes, you find the orchestral pieces. And the higher the tension in the scene, the more metal the music becomes. For example, in quiet areas where there aren't any enemies around, the music should be cool and peaceful. There, you'll find an electronic piece. Of course, there are exceptions throughout the game, but these were our general guidelines for what sort of music to make. So they also detail some other stuff, but I love when they actually have that shifting type of dynamic with the music, which we've seen before. Games like Devil May Cry have done it. We've seen it a bit in stuff like Bayonetta, and I like the fact that they're doing this here with like metal, electronic, and orchestra, kind of dramatic and cool, tense and calm. I love how they made this chart that actually makes it really easy for people who aren't musically inclined like myself to kind of break it down and say, okay, I see what they're going to be doing here. I understand the flow and the process of what they wanted to do with the music, and it makes perfect sense. I know like Devil May Cry, for example, sometimes like the music would get more intense as the combos kind of got up there in what you were doing. So I think that's pretty cool when they kind of change it dynamically within the game based on the scenery, based on what's going on, enemies and stuff like that. That is great, and it seems, based off of listening to these tracks here, that this is going to be a phenomenal soundtrack for the game. And I personally feel even the biggest haters of Platinum games and their titles can say, all right, well, the music in these games are usually pretty awesome. Bayonetta always has great music. Nier had great music as well. Okami, Beautiful Joe. So many of these games have great soundtracks in terms of what Platinum games have worked on in the distant past with Capcom, or games that we've seen from them recently as well. Heck, the Wonderful 101 was great too. So I'm really excited about what they've explained here, and I'm really looking forward to seeing all the different tracks in Astral Chain and what they give for us, because this is shaping up to be an epic soundtrack for the game. So what do you guys think about Astral Chain's dynamic music and what they're doing with it and the samples they've had so far? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And now we are going to be moving on to the last topic here when it comes to Astral Chain, and that is Nintendo teasing some new revelations for Gamescom 2019, which is just around the corner. This is essentially the European E3 for those who don't know about Gamescom, and Nintendo is going to be there in a big way. So Nintendo will be publishing different types of videos from Gamescom this year, from August 20th to the 21st, and that Nintendo says that experts will be highlighting gameplay for the following games: The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt Complete Edition, Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games Tokyo 2020, Dragon Quest XI-S Echoes of an Elusive Age Definitive Edition, The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening, Luigi's Mansion 3, and our game that we're going to be focusing on for this video here, that is Astral Chain. So look forward to experts talking more about Astral Chain and detailing what's going on. Gamescom is always pretty cool for the Red Cube and kind of what they did there. I remember last year they had Daemon X Machina there, and they gave us a bunch of cool details, a lot of cool direct feed gameplay, a lot more insight on what's going on there. So I would expect something to be kind of going on in that front when it comes to Astral Chain, and this is coming up very soon here. It's already going to be August 20th this month. There's only a couple more weeks or so before Gamescom comes, and there's always some great stuff as well. And of course, users can go out there and visit and play too. Gamescom is always a great time. There's always a lot of cool videos that go up, and the Nintendo team over there in Europe does a very good job in talking with the developers and discussing the different games. So I'm actually really excited for Gamescom, just because I want to see more on all of these cool games here. I mean, I'm more excited to actually play the game, because a lot of these games I'm already sold on, or I'm going to be picking up. Luigi's Mansion, Link's Awakening, Dragon Quest, The Witcher 3. I'm going to be picking up all of those. But Astral Chain, out of all of these titles here, Astral Chain is my most anticipated game after Fire Emblem Three Houses because that game's already out. Obviously, it's amazing. Been playing it. Make sure you check out my pretty much pseudo review on it. But Astral Chain is the most excited that I am for any other game this year because of the combat, because of what they're doing with the music, because of what they're doing with the options and the gameplay. It just seems like it's going to be better than anything else so far. We have to wait and see once we play it, but Platinum Games has never let me down when it comes to their big titles. Every single game that I play from them, I always have a blast and enjoy it so much, from Bayonetta to Nier to the wonderful 101, and now we have Astral Chain. So looks like it's going to be a great time at Gamescom, and the hype is going to be at a boiling point because it's right before the game launches, August 20th to the 22nd, and then Astral Chain launches the following week right there on the 30th. So good stuff all around when it comes to Astral Chain. So what are you guys' thoughts on all the different topics here? And of course, remember the giveaway, guys. Digital copy. All you got to do is hit that subscribe button to enter in, and also give us a follow on Twitter too. We will be having a message on there. If you're a YouTube member, once again, you are 3 times more likely to win that. So you can member up, and it also gets you on my friends list to play in live streams like Super Smash Brothers, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and more. So what do you guys think about all of this? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. All right, guys, that wraps it up for this video here. Go ahead and check out the links in the description below. We got Facebook and Twitter. Go ahead and give us a like and a follow on our social media. Hit that like button if you did like this video. Let me know you guys want more content like this going forward in the future. And subscribe to PlayerEssence for the latest RPG, Japanese, and Nintendo gaming news. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you guys for the next one. Peace.